Good morning, welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 204. It's Tuesday. We have our general labor crew on site and we're going to walk you around, show you what everybody's working on. So let's get started. All right, coming on into the house. First thing we got, you guys mixed up some dry pack. Working on door casings and the cabinet moldings going around the bottom of them, so a little bit of the finish work. And Mr. Henry is still working on the main door. This is probably going to take him most of the day. Sanding, filling, more sanding. Okay, coming on in. Dirty kitchen. We've got our electrician, Mr. Chucks, is going to be getting started on some more electric outlets that they're going to run from this direction. So they're going to come from the power outlet for the refrigerator, come up and power these two outlets here for the cabinet. And Mr. Ricky is continuing to do masilyas, putting the gypsum putty, getting the casings of the molding and the cabinets ready for paint. Okay. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Charles. Hello. Okay. Miss Emmy's inspecting her breakfast bar, and our two more of our painters here, Mr. JR and Mr. Stanley, are doing masilyas here in the main kitchen area as well. Coming back into the hallway. You see lots of tile stuff getting ready to go. Mr. Willie is still working on floor tiles for the stairway. So that's what he's working on. We've also got Mr. Ferdy, one of our other carpenters, is here, and he's going to be putting a ceiling in this top space right here inside the bay window. Coming back into bedroom number 3, Mr. Wilson has got himself scrolled up into the corner where he was earlier. He's sanding and painting. He's going to be sanding and painting the wall here on this side, and then finish up with some more sanding and masilyas here inside the walk-in closet. Let's go ahead and head over to the master side of the house. Yeah. Mr. Francis out here working on the door casings. This is where he's working at today. So a few more of these. And Mr. Jojo is back doing more floor tiles here in the master bath area. So he'll be working on these here shortly. And 2 more painters, Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Gel, are doing the masilyas, so the gypsum putty here in the master closet. Okay, these guys are going to be busy today. Oh yes, I cannot forget Mr. Marlon, our foreman, is busy doing tiles out on the back patio. So he's continuing. All right, we got a little delivery here today. The same company that did our suspended ceilings has brought in the parts and pieces, some of the parts and pieces for the Spandrel ceilings. Spandrel ceilings is what they call this here in the eaves, the ceilings they use for the eaves. So here they do it. We're doing it with it's perforated aluminum. already coated with a colored paint. And it'll be going on the inside, same like they did with the ceiling. They'll put a suspension with furring strips down one side, and then hang it. They'll work it and hang it from there. So they said they're going to drop equipment today and start working tomorrow. Downloading the actual spandrel pieces. These are done like a tongue and groove, like I showed you guys a couple days ago. This is like tongue and groove here. So you got groove on this side, tongue on this side. Pretty sharp aluminum there. So I have to be careful when they're putting it together. Alright, I'm back in the kitchen here this afternoon. The carpenters and the painters here. The carpenters are working on the cabinet, or the countertop here. Look like the sink's getting adjusted. Gonna make room for the whole, for it to sit down inside. Okay, the granite guys have taken the granite off of the countertop and are out here in the back working on it. They're doing some small adjustments before they do a final set. So here's all the pieces they're working on, gluing them all together. Okay, let's go ahead and work our way back in. The Mr. Jojo is still working out in the master bath area, and our foreman, Mr. Marlin, is doing some of the small tiling up along the edge of the patio here. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Numberita. Okay, so we're still doing some more masilyas. Tipping our way with the electric along that edge. Okay. Let's go look in the back in the guest roomers area. You got the tile set up on top, huh? Ah. So the sign says, "New, don't go this way," basically. Bawal, not allowed. So he's setting the remaining tiles up there on the top. Take a look here in the walk-in closet for bedroom number 2. We now have a small ceiling piece put in. So that'll get finished off. Okay, and the same thing is happening right here in the area for the lavatory for bedroom number 2. Okay, and Mr. Francis is continuing to work on the door casings. You see here, working our way around the house. Okay. Let's go look and see what's going on inside of the master's bath and closet area. Still working on a little edge in here. Looks like he's working on the tile right up here in the corner. And I believe they're still doing painting and masilyas in the back. Let's see if I can find a place to safely walk. So yeah, it looks like they wrapped up for the moment because they're kind of they're having to work the front here. So it's kind of hard to work the front and have people behind you, but they're coming along with the tile really well. So the floor tile is looking good. Just walking on it, it does have a flow. It does have a slope. It drains right here to the floor drain in the center of the room. We're gonna have a big big tub here, and then a stand-up shower on this side. Okay, that's where most people are at. Okay, the carpenters have been busy as well. You can see they're putting in the cornice or the crown molding for the Cove ceiling. They're starting to work their way around that. They've put on the second coat of mud and tape. They're going to let that dry and then sand it down. Okay, so that's looking good halfway around. And out into the garage area, we're still working on sanding. The doors, getting those prepped. And Mr. Andy and Mr. Henry have been working on those. We're still working on some of the staining and the coloring, the filling. This one right now is still on the fill and sand stage. Still a little rough on the top, but still working on it. All right, our Granite installers have traced out where the sink goes underneath, and now they're starting to draw their lines so they know where to cut. Remember, we're doing this as undermounts, so they're trying to draw lines inside of the dimensions of the sink so that it has a little bit of overlap. We have a little bit of a lip over the top of it. So, like I said, I think we've lost both of the templates that we did have at one point. So they're doing this the old-fashioned way and put it in place, draw it with a pencil line, and go measure it and try it again. All right, let's go see what else everybody else is doing. Mr. Foreman's moving right along on this back porch here. He's already finished that whole edge, down the trim down that edge as well. He's starting to work his way down the front edge here that's going to be on the outside edge of the patio. Alright, the other thing going on in here, Mr. Allen is working on the Cove ceilings. So they put up this backing. You notice it's just a piece of strip that's up. So it's a small piece of marine plywood with another piece of block attached to it, so that they have something to attach the cornice to. So they have a piece to attach the cornice on the bottom, and a piece to attach the cornice to on the top, where the cornice leans out like this. They attach it both here at the bottom and here at the top. So we'll look at that in a bit. Just like that, we got an opening for the sink. Now he's just trimming it up a little bit, make it a little smoother and round it on the edges. These are the pieces of wood that he's putting up. See, he's got a small piece going lengthwise or standing up, and then another piece coming out. Here we go. One on the ground. This is what it looks like. So this is on the furring strips that come off of the edge. This piece comes out to meet the cornice. So the cornice sits here where my hand's at, and they're attaching it both at the bottom down here by my thumb and up here at the top by my fingertips. So that's how that works. All right, so they put the top on and they have set it. The way they do that is the same way they did with most of the tile. You see down here, split mortar. Same thing, a little bit wetter. Most of what they're doing with the tiles, so that's what they're doing here. And they put it underneath and set it into place. So now they're hammering it down to get it to where it needs to be, and then they'll fill in all the spaces. Putting in the epoxy in the corners, or polymer sealant. That's the joint sealant to help seal the pieces together. Typically, once it dries and they get it polished, you'll barely be able to see the where the joints are, except for the noticeable difference in the design on this particular piece. But on the regular granite, it's hard to see. They're still working that. And I'll get that all sealed up. So it looks like we had most of the hard parts done for the floor tile in the master's bath today. A lot of hard angles to do, the small cuts around the door frame, and then working their way the rest of the way around it. So they're going to continue with this tomorrow, and most likely he'll go ahead and continue right on into the water closet or the throne room. So we'll see that tomorrow. All right, guys, they're starting to clean up and get to a stopping point. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day. We seem to have gotten the main kitchen countertop set in stone, as it were. So we'll see how that shapes up tomorrow, how it looks after it's had a chance to dry and settle a little bit. Should be good. So if y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over my shoulder here, and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.